welcome to the much awaited LG Tribute 5 review. So this is by Boost Mobile. So yeah, let's get into it. So I'm gonna just read you some of the quick specs, because some of you spec junkies out there. So the display is a 5-inch display. It's 720 by 1280 pixels. The screen is 291 ppi. It's an LCD screen as well. The battery in the back is a 2100 milliamp battery. It's removable, which is nice. It'll give you about 15 hours of talk time max. The internal processor is a 1.3 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon 212. It has 1.5 gigahertz or gigabytes of RAM. The internal storage was really nice. It's 16 gigs. For the user, you get about 9.9 gigabytes with expandable memory, so you can put a memory card. It's really nice. So it does come with the newest Android 6.0, which is cool. It does have a rear flashlight, as you can see in the back, so that always helps. Oops. It is 3G/4G, which also is real nice, and it does have the physical buttons on the sides, unlike other LGs that have it in the back. To me personally, I got used to having the buttons in the back, but that's just some people. You can put a memory card up to a 32 gigabytes, which is also real nice. It does have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. The camera, the front-facing camera, is a 5 megapixel, while the rear camera is a nice 8 megapixel camera. And it will record in 720 HD as well. Rear speaker in the back, and this is available for Boost Mobile and Virgin Mobile as well. So now, apart from that, let's get into the phone review. So like I said, on the right side you do have your power button, which is nice. On the left side you have your volume up and volume down rocker. The top you have your mic. The bottom you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Then you're also charging port and another mic. In the back is where you will find your 8 megapixel rear facing camera with the flash, nice LG logo, and also pretty cool design if you can see it on the camera. I like the design of it. So let's open it up and see what's in the bottom or inside. So as you can see, you have your 2100 milliamp battery, your SIM card, and then also your slot where you can put an SD card. Alright, so once you power it up, you don't have a lock screen, but I do. So let's see. One thing that I did notice about this phone, it does, like I said, remind you so much of the X-Power. The screen's about the same, I'd say. It's a little bit brighter than the X-Power for sure, but still, it looks a little bit not as bright as other phones that I've had. Sometimes it does look a little washed out, but that can just be me being used to higher end phones. But definitely you won't get much complaint about the display. It does look good. So and the icons are pretty big as well, so that's not bad at all. Calls on this phone are really nice and crisp. Like I said, this also a lot of reviewers say, oh, the phone sounds bad or this and that. Like I said, it does go off of how much signal power you have. So in my house, I'm grateful that I have 4G LTE, really good service, so the calls sound crisp, loud, and everything. For texting, it doesn't have like a stock texting app. It comes with this one, which is Messenger, which is weird. A lot of LGs are starting to do this. I don't know why, but it doesn't affect it at all. So as you can see, Boost Mobile, just send me a text. So texting is really good on this phone. Do it fast and everything. Numbers on the top, just keyboard. And then it does have, yes it does guys, have your emojis. So once you click that, you can go to all the emojis and stuff. It's pretty cool. Now the camera on this phone is as well like I said, 8 megapixel, which is really nice. Looks nice and crisp. It does autofocus as well, which that's number one thing I always look into cameras, having autofocus. Without autofocus, the camera might be good, but it will look blurry if it doesn't know how to autofocus. You can turn on the flash. It does have different modes, panorama and auto. Go in your settings, change the resolution and all that stuff. It has a timer. You can have film effects. Then you can have a grid. Let's see the front facing camera. So you can see there's my front facing camera. Hey guys. The front facing camera does not look that bad at all. It looks, inside it does look a little bit grainy, but oh well. And that's just me, I just woke up, so don't judge me. But the back definitely is good. I'm gonna make a separate video of the camera tests for you guys, so you can check that out. Then of course browsing as well is really nice and fast. No complaints from there, but like I said, that also depends on your signal and if you're in you know, Wi-Fi or not. I don't know why I put that in. So there you go, as you can see, real nice, fast. So no complaints on your browsing, real nice and fast. As you can see, zoom in perfectly. Doesn't take a while for the resolution to kick in or anything, so that's a plus. You can do Facebook, all that cool stuff. Instagram, there's no problem at all. I haven't had any issues with that at all. No loading problems. Netflix, Pandora, all that cool stuff. Let's look at some internals. So as you know, like I said, it's running 6.0 Marshmallow, which is nice. So you get all this cool stuff. It does have the mobile hotspot as well, as long as your plan is able to, you know, run it. Your sound, I do like that you can have a ringtone ID. So like I say, this is all the basic stuff that LGs now come with. Lock screen, font, all that cool stuff. But the things I want to show you is the storage as well. So guys, for the price of this phone, look at that storage, 16 gigs of internal storage. I bought this phone for $50 on Best Buy. It retails normal at $79.99, which is still a big steal for this phone, guys. It's not bad at all. So definitely, this is probably one of the best budget phones out there. For $80 or even $50, there's hands down no phone that's gonna beat this. The phone that would have beat this one was the Tribute, LG Tribute 5, but basically this one came out to replace it. So yeah, rest in peace, son. So let's see. Let's get into another thing. The battery life on this phone is really decent as well. So like I was saying, your battery life is decent. It does have, you know, a really big battery, so it will last you for quite a bit. So far I got 76%. Estimated time remaining is about 5.5 hours, which is, I'd say, decent for a phone with this size battery. It also depends on how heavy you use it. So see, usage on battery, I've gotten about 10 hours, which is nice. So now let's go into YouTube and see how good the speaker holds up. So let's see. We can see what it can record up to. So let's get rid of this advertisement. As you can see, it will go quality all the way to 720, 60 frames per second. So that's always nice. And it definitely shows that it's 60 frames per second at 720. since the screen resolution is 720. Now let me show you some music. Let's just see. Just so you can hear like the volume, and you don't have to get copyright or anything. Jesus, so much advertisement on YouTube, it's crazy. Oh my goodness. Alright, there we go. At least this one's only 5 seconds. Alright, there we go. Now I must say for this, guys, the speaker's not the loudest that I've ever used. It's actually quite a little bit silent on the speaker side. It's not the loudest, but you know, it will get the job done. So don't worry about that. But like I said, compared to other phones, the speaker's pretty low. But you know, if you're just, you know, near your phone and stuff like that, it will sound good. But also when you're listening to any kind of music through Pandora or any music, it won't sound distorted. So that's a plus when you are listening to music. Some phones, you turn it up too much and it sounds mad distorted, which sucks. So that's good. So you saw the quality of that. Now let's get into the gaming side. So I downloaded that Trigger. It's a pretty good high intense you know, gaming graphic game. So let's get into that. Like I said, the phone does look beautiful, guys. Honestly, for what it is and the price, I can't complain really. As you can see, the volume, let's turn it up. And there's no lag whatsoever. Maybe in some cutscenes when it's really high intense, it might show a little bit, but overall when you're playing, there's no you know, there's no problems at all, so that's good. It does have a nice, you know, processor and everything. So as you can see, it's pretty nice, doesn't lag at all, and that's a pretty high intense game as well. So definitely good. Gaming's good, battery life is good. The camera as well, like I said, I'm gonna do a test. And overall, the phone is amazing. I like it for the price. So the only issues that I really had with this phone is when you first get it and you turn it on, it does take a long time for it to kind of load. There's a lot of updates that have to be done. The phone will turn off, turn back on about 3-4 times. So you just have to wait for it to come back on. In my house, for some reason, when you hook up the Wi-Fi, and it's only just this phone, so I don't know if it's just happening to me or it's the phone or what, but it won't let me connect to anything really. So that's weird. So like I said, it only happens sometimes, but basically when you go on the browser sometimes, let's say you go to like And of course, when I'm filming, it actually works, but I did take a screenshot of it so I can show you guys. Like at the bottom, it'll say like no network or something like that. So as you can see, this is what I've been getting. You are offline, but like I said, it only happens sometimes. So I don't know if it's the phone or my internet, but it only happens with this phone out of all the phones that I have. So out of everything, what would I rate this phone? I think I'd rate it a nice, discarding the Wi-Fi problem, I'd say about 8 out of 10, just because for the price and the things that you get with it, it's very nice. So like I said, you can pick it up right now for about $50 in Best Buy, or retails for $79.99. You do get an amazing specs for it, and overall it has not let me down. I do like using it, but who knows. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and let me know what you thought about it. And stay tuned for more. Also, you can support me on Patreon for a lot of giveaways and all the cool stuff. Check out the description.
Killing the stage. No, sir, I told you that I didn't rage. Feel like around me, I'm stuck in this cage. Let me out now or I'm going insane. Second up bread and they wanting a piece. Funny you hating now up in my shit. Used to make